Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is thee, it is who, it is Rosie Rosette 2020. Pal. Okay, so listen, it's late night. It's Sunday evening. Let's look at this.
Get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on,
This is
with
from the neighborhood
thongy,
talk. I don't know
stringy
who this
shoes
girl
on,
is.
and your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a whole spirit that ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in a corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner because you don't even have drawers up. I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on, with thongy stringy shoes on, and your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send us?
Okay, so this is Juanita Bunyan. Bayan. Bayan. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the church. Let me take my hat off because let me see, is my wig gonna come off? Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got a couple minutes. I got time tonight. Listen, she talking about. Okay, let's talk about it. She talking about somebody who legs is greased up with the Fashion Nova. Can I give you my number? I don't know who you are. Okay, I don't. Why did someone? I don't know who this person is. Um, I'm just like, I'm so perplexed in that the people who talk about how people come, because I thought the church was you're supposed to come as you are, okay? Even if you have the lace thing. I remember when I was younger, I was in my 20s because my child was still a toddler. I came, now listen, I was like 60 pounds lighter, cute little, shape or whatever. And I think I didn't have sleeves on. And this lady walked past me. And believe me, I was beautiful, okay? With no makeup. You know what I'm saying? I was a pretty little thing, you know, young and slim. And I was pretty. I was pretty. You know what I'm saying? Um, and the lady walked by and she said, "Oh, that's too much skin. That's too much skin to be shown." I don't think the dress was not short. It was long dress, but I didn't have any sleeves. And she walked past me and she was like, that's too much skin. Now, I remember Bible study, okay? I used to go to Bible study. Now, I could cook. For some reasons, all the women, basically most of all the women in the Bible study group, they couldn't cook. I was like one of none of them could cook. They all had husbands, careers, and ain't nobody could cook. You know what I'm saying? You go to their houses, I'll be like, oh my god. So when the guys would come to my house or my place, my raggedy apartment. Well, the first apartment was really raggedy. The second one was nice. It was nice. It was in a nice area, nice view. Whatever. The carpets could have been cleaned, but anyway, replaced. But anyway, oh, honey, the women wouldn't eat my food, but the guys love it. They would tear it up, okay? But these was church folks. And then there was one, oh, she was so evil. And for some reason, the pastor put her and this other girl in charge. And I had nothing against, I would come or whatever, we never disrespectful. But I stopped going for a while, and then I started back. Well, her husband, when he found out that, I came back, he cornered me and he just like talk, talk, talk. Never flirted with him or anything or whatever. I did date a doctor that was in the group, but ooh, it was a mess. Oh my goodness. But anyway, oh honey, them women would not eat my food, okay? But they could cook. And then the thing about it is, when I came to their house, they're trying to like stuff their nasty food in my mouth, and I'm just like, oh my god, like really? But oh, they would. I'm telling you, some of church folks are the most evil demons in the world. But let's get back to her. Let's get back to Juanita, what she got to say. Now, she talking about women who's wearing Where is it?
I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on, with thongy stringy shoes on, and your legs all greased up.
Well, we supposed to have ashy legs?
Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a whole spirit that ain't purged out in God.
Okay, let's stop. Whole spirit in the church. Listen, I'm too bad this is late at night because, baby, I could go on all night and day about this. It's so many hoes in the church. And I'm not talking women, honey. I'm talking women, men, preachers, deacons, pastors, first ladies, whatever. I went to this church in Mountain View. It was a big church. My son loved going to this church. The pastor's, it was a brother. Big church. Now we talking. It was it wasn't a black church. It was I think it was non-denominational or something like that. But it was indie because Mountain View. We talking Google. This is right around the corner from Google. So we talking money. They didn't even. This is how much money they had. They didn't even pass around the plate. You emailed it online. They didn't do that pass around the plate. This is we talking money. We talking Indians, whites, blacks, Mexicans, or whatever. As a matter of fact, one of the girls who, sorry to keep pointing, but one of the girls who was from that other church, it was two of them that hosted that Bible study. One, it was the evil one, and then one, she was really nice, and they were good friends. But the one who was really nice, her husband stole from the AIDS Foundation, from the AIDS Foundation in San Francisco. Now listen, so I'm telling you about church folks. Don't get me started. And then I got this good friend, supposed to be saved, supposed to be, covered by the blood of God. She around with her husband. I'm just like, okay, you fornicating, but you saved. I can't. I can't with you church folks. I just can't. I honestly can't. Y'all think y'all holier than thou, but you guys are some of the worst evil demons there are. Now, I just got off the phone with one of my cousins, and we were talking about how one of my cousins, she just passed away. Well, one of her first cousins, who she's in the church, now she, there are some angels. Not everybody's a demon or whatever. I can't, they weren't even that close, but she was there for my cousin. My other cousin just told me she was there for my cousin. She took care of her to her dying day. So I'm not saying all church people are bad or whatever, but she did take care of her. And I gotta, I gotta say that. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of angels, but boy, honey, them demons, them fake ones. But there's fake people all over. You ain't gotta be in a church. But okay, so what are we supposed to have ashy legs? Because who wears stockings? Who wears stockings? That's just not in. But I mean, you're not supposed to, have your dress way up to your thighs. And I see a lot of that, not even on church, but on TV shows and daytime TVs, and your chest is all out and your cleavage, and you're just like I talk about Bevy all the time, girl. Why you, and it's all oiled up? Why you gotta have that on the daytime? Keep that after 5. I was saying on my other video 95, but keep that on the evening shows. You ain't gotta have your breast out all the time. That's after 5 dresses for functions after 5. But we talking about morning TV shows. And Sherry Shepherd the same way. Titties all out, just all out. I got a nice rack. See, I got a nice rack too. You rarely see them. Only person need to see my rack every day, all day, whatever, is my husband, not my man, my husband. Okay, giving no free looks or whatever. No, y'all don't need to see that. And if that's the only way that that you will view my channels, go to somewhere else. Because I'm just not the one. I'm just not. I've just never been like that or whatever. Anyway, because for one thing, I think I'm too fat. Wait a minute. But okay, in the choir group. So you got pastors screwing Okay, so the mountain, the church in Mountain View, right? The pastor, he had to step down. Why did he have to step down? Because he got caught cheating. He got caught cheating and he had to step down. Let me tell you. Now, did I make a video on? I think I did make a video on that. That really hurt me. That really hurt me because he was so good. He was so good. And even, because the ladies would be kind of mean. I don't know why ushers gotta be so sit here, sit here, sit. You're supposed to smile. You're welcoming people in the house of God. You're not supposed to be go over there. Just here. It ain't that serious, okay? I don't know why they don't have ushers to smile. They're some of the meanest people. But anyway, I even went up to him and was like, "Hey, this is an issue. Me and somebody else has something." He was like, "Okay, I'll take care of it." When I found out, because I went a couple times and he wasn't there, because I had got hurt, and then by the time I was able to walk and go back, he wasn't there. And then someone told me about how he got caught up. He got caught up. So, this lady is talking about how people are greased and fashionable. Basically, it doesn't matter what you wear because you are supposed to be respectable. But that's one thing I liked about this church in Mountain View. It was come as you are. There was not a dress code. And that pastor who got caught cheating, he was like, he's big on that. Just come as you are. So it doesn't matter how you're dressed. You could be, you know, an unhoused person on the street. It's how your spirit and how you walk the way you walk. There's people who go to church who don't do nothing for nobody. Okay, go to church, go home, talk about people. Just talk about people. Don't, they may put, their 10%, but you know what? You need to keep that 10% if you are gonna walk out and be the biggest demon on earth. Okay, I I don't go to church, but I try to make it a habit to deliver food to the unhoused weekly. I try. Now, I'm gonna have a shoulder surgery and I'm gonna be out of commission and I'm letting them know, okay, I can't do that. Listen, and they tell me, we thank you. We thank you for your efforts and what you're trying to do. That's all you can do is try. But these people, they ain't trying. They'll just go home and, oh, you see sister so and so with that Fashion Nova dress. Just evil. Just why are you worried about what people wear? It's their hearts. Now, you thinking about the one whose legs is greased up with the strappy shoes and the Fashion Nova dress. That's nothing but hate and jealousy. Because it ain't them that's the ones that's screwing the deacons. It's the plain Jane ones who, ain't got the strappy shoes and little plump and funny looking whatever. That's the ones you gotta watch. Oh, honey, I got so many stories about women in the church. Even in that church that I was going to in Oakland, it was a whole bunch of fornicating. And I'm just like, well, how y'all? We in a Bible study and y'all screwing without being. Now the doctor and I, we almost, but we never did. But it was a whole bunch of people in that, Bible study screwing this one before this one got together, and while this one was together, I don't want to hear all that. Am I perfect? No. I always say, honey, I got a whole bunch in my closet, my skeleton, whatever. If I wanted to be transparent, baby. But if you confront me with mine, yeah, and okay. But okay, so you know about this. My bills still got to be paid. Well, what? I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? At 52, I don't care if you like me or not. Most people don't like me. Okay, but that's something you got to deal with that. The fact that you don't care about me, that's not gonna hurt me at all. Cause you see what I'm saying? I'm real happy about me and what I'm doing. I'll stay in here and you won't never see me, honey. I'll go on them trips or whatever, and won't ask you, won't care what you think. I'll post some pictures or whatever, and it is what it is. But girl, you church folks. Oh my God, let's not talk about the Catholics. Oh no, let's not talk about it. And then, oh, the ladies, don't matter what the ladies dress like, cause the men don't even want the women. The men looking at the other men. There's the YouTube commentator, Jay Wilson. That's not his real name, but that's his YouTube name. He talking about he's a homosexual pastor, and he's talking about all the men, because he's gone, he was worked for the airlines. I think he was a flight attendant. He's been all over, and he would talk about different states and how the men who would have women with them would run around to him and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So it don't even matter what we wear. Men, half the men, a third of the men, at least a third of the men, ain't interested in us anyway. They looking at the other men. And it don't matter what you wear, it's matter what you act on, where your heart is. There's so many women who will date a married man in the church. Know the man and the wife in the church. Same thing with the deacons is messed around, and you talking about, they don't wear per cloths and no panties and everything. More, how you not gonna wear no panties to church? And what happened to slips? But then what these men will do, they have their wife like that guy who Tasha K um, blasted or whatever, handsome brown brother, beautiful. And then he had the wife with the cap and the glasses on, and she just homely as ever. And he out screwing, and he doing YouTube videos about what a man should be and all this, and women, leave your leave your husbands or boyfriends if they're messing around with you. He got a whole wife at home, and he got 4, 5, 10, 20 allegedly size. I was like, no, no, but she's all at home and homely looking, just home, beautiful woman. But the way he presented her with glasses and a bonnet and a t-shirt with no bra, I mean with a sweatshirt with no bra, I said, no, no, this is not, ouch, this is not how it's supposed to be. So you know what? Listen, don't worry about if she ain't got no fashion. If she don't matter, she can dress how she want to dress. This is church. If she ain't messing with nobody, then she ain't messing with it. Who cares if she ain't got no panties on? As long as you can't see her waha. But she did say not wearing. You know what? I don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it. No, there is a way that you should dress when you go to church, the house of the Lord, or some, you know, sanctuary. Whether it's Buddhist or Muslim or da da da. Because again, I travel all over the world, and in some countries, like I went to Morocco, Marrakesh, and they got the women who are all tied up, and I'm wearing, you know, okay, y'all see my booty. See, look at all this. This ain't nothing. I ain't got no plastic. Not yet. At least I don't need no plastic. I just need to get this stomach chopped off. And I will be starting to go fund me at the beginning of the year. Shoot. I need to get this. I'm getting too old. I can't. Anyway, I was walking around Morocco look like this. Now my derriere is it's a nice size, okay? Some people think it's fake. No, it's all real. And that's not how you do it. And I think in Saudi Arabia or in Dubai, you got to cover up. You can't be all, you got to cover up. When you go to Muslim church, you got to cover up. You can't. You have to do as the Romans do. But there's no rules now because this person's screwing this person and the pastor screwing men and women and all. It's just too much. Just a girl. Just worry about yourself, okay? Worry about yourself and make sure that your kids and your outcome or your offspring do what they want to do. Because these kids, I don't know where the parents are. The parents, they're not at home. Or maybe they're at home and they're on Instagram or YouTube. I don't know. They're not taking care of kids. I don't know. Anyway, the moral of the story is, what is the moral of the story? Don't worry about what people wear. Worry about what people do. Don't worry about the talk. Worry about the walk. Okay, you got it? All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.